Welcome. This is Nigel Smith with Global Finance Advising. And today we're going to do a day in the life of money multiplication. So here we are at our account with FXCM. We've already created our practice account, so let's go ahead and log in Trading Station Web. And so here we are, loading after a hard day at work, around maybe 7:40 at night on a Monday. And the market is actually very volatile at this time, where it's the second week of the month. And now I'm going to go into my demo account and take a look at what is actually happening on the charts. And we all know what we're looking for, right? Let's make this chart nice and big. We are looking for the 4-hour, the monthly, the weekly, and the daily chart. So let's just start at the top here in our symbols. It starts with the euro, Australian dollar, and here we go. Let's take a look at the monthly. Let's start at the monthly. And let's get a nice look at this stochastics, clearly on a downward motion. I'm going to write that down. Now let's look at the weekly. And the weekly is finishing up on a downward motion. Okay, maybe there is some money to be made if this continues in the daily. And so I go to the daily chart and let's take a look. Oh, that's also on a downward motion. Perhaps if the 4-hour is lined up, I can get involved with this right away. So I mark this down, monthly down, weekly down, and the 4-hour just finished its downward motion. Oh, I guess if I got in there maybe 4 to 8 hours ago, I would have been able to catch this ride down. However, now I'm just going to mark this down that the 4-hour is on its way back up, and maybe tomorrow I can catch it on its way down with the daily. So let's go on to the next currency on the monthly chart. The next currency is going to be Aussie versus the Canadian dollar. Wow, okay. So it looks like we just had a cross and the monthly is on its way down. Great. Let's see if the weekly is matching up. But as of right now, this week, it is clearly making a move upwards. So maybe by the end of the week, it'll reach the overbought area and be ready to line up with the monthly. But as of right now, it's nowhere close to being ready. So let me just keep on moving down to the next currency. Let's again start at the monthly. Mark down that it's clearly making a strong upward movement. It's actually almost to the overbought area. And so now let's take a look at the weekly. And it looks like the weekly could continue going up for the rest of this week with the monthly. So let's see if the daily is in line with the weekly and the monthly. So here we go. And it looks like the daily is potentially going to make its way back up or make its way all the way down. We shall see. So we'll mark it down and write down that there's a potential cross happening here. So since this one is not ready to trade, let's go on to the next currency. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, Swiss franc. And here we are. The monthly is clearly making its way up. It's actually in the overbought area. Let's take a look at the weekly. This is so relaxing after a hard day's work. Alright, now This weekly is clearly had its cross and looks like it wants to go back into the overbought area again. So let's go to the daily. Oh wow, look at that. So the monthly, the weekly, and the daily are making a move upward. Now, as long as I could get this 4 hour to be in line on an upward movement, however, the daily, the 4 hour is in the overbought area making its way down. So tomorrow evening when I get home from work, or maybe in the morning before I go to work, I'll take a look and see if it already made its way to the bottom to work its way back up to line up with the weekly and the daily and the monthly. Let me just go through all the rest of these currencies for the evening, then I'll be done. Then in the morning, I'll take a look again. Take a good 15-20 minutes to look at my notes and see what it is that I want to get involved in tomorrow. And then I will go forward and make my buy trades and my sell trades. Alright, that's it for today, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you very much, and have a good evening or a good day.